Alright, so starting off, so we're going to probably start off with the Cinderace Fire deck. So you're going over here, you're going to go on to Theme deck, and then Fire, just to get through this, and there it is, Cinderace Theme deck. So in the theme, this one, you have fighting Pokemon as well as colourless normal types, and obviously your fire types as well. And the other decks, the other ones I believe you've only got you get water for the Sobble deck, and I think you've got colourless and grass types for your Rillaboom Cookie deck. Alright, so we've won this flip, so we're going to go first. Alright, so one of the things that's happened in the new update is that they've changed the rules. So if you go first, you're not allowed to use supporter cards anymore, which makes it a little bit fairer. It does, I believe, make it a lot fairer, because you do get a big advantage by using your supporter first, but they're not being able to attack. So we're going to go with Sudowoodo, basically because he lets you draw cards. So we're going first, but we don't actually have any supporter cards in the hand. Unless we draw one, but even if we draw one, we'll not be able to use it on the first turn. Waiting for him to put his bench Pokemon down if he's got any, because I believe I had to take a mulligan there because I didn't have any. Having basics in the first one, but we're going to go with Great Ball first. So a lot of these are like reprints of other cards. So you recognise Great Ball, they're exactly the same as what they used to. Some of them might have been reworded slightly to make it a bit better for the game, but I believe all these are the same. So obviously, switch cards always a switch card. Switch if you active Pokemon, bench Pokemon, and then we've got the Pokemon Catcher, which of course flip a coin if heads. You can swap a active Pokemon to the bench Pokemon. So we're going to go with Sudowoodo. Obviously you can't attack it the first turn, so come on, computer's going a bit slow. There we go. So I've been having some computer problems lately. So if any of this is a bit slow, then that's the reason why I'm going to have to actually reset the whole computer to bring it back up to speed, because I've got no idea what's wrong with it. But I'm going to do this one last video, see how it goes. Probably have to reset it tomorrow. Right, so the deck he's actually using is not one that you don't really see that often. It's a Groundon deck from the Sun and Moon. So I'm not 100% familiar with it, to be honest. So we'll see what he does. Alright. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to evolve Score running into Raboot, put a Fire Energy to it, and then I'm going to use Double Draw to draw 2 more cards. Alright, so these are a couple of new cards. So Hop is basically like a reprint of Bill. So all you do is do exactly the same thing. It's a supporter card, it makes you draw 3 cards. B card, attach a basic energy from your hand and one. It's fairly good, especially if you do more than one. You could attach an energy card, use that, attach a second one, and even use a switch card to switch that card into play, then attack with it if you needed to do that. Alrighty. So I'm going to use Hop to draw 3 more cards. Got it. Ninetales, so we're going to evolve that from Vulpix, which, if you look at it, they're attaching energy card from discard part of this Pokemon, so that's quite good, because it means if you are using it from the start, it gets 2 more energy cards. Now, because obviously now we've got damage counters on it, you can attack back, but I'm not going to really do it just yet. I'm going to draw 2 more cards, and I'm going to wait for him to put a couple more damage counters on me before I attack. But really, I'm trying to just keep drawing cards until I draw Cinderace. So I'm just keep doing it till I get Cinderace, and then that's the one that I want. So if he does manage to knock Sudowoodo out, I'm not really that bothered. Garchomp. There you go, it's exactly as I wanted, so he is knocked out. I'm actually going to go with Ninetales first. And I'm going to do this. I'm also going to try, actually no. We'll not do that. We'll put Scobie on the bench and then start with this. That's that engine card. Touch the Sudowoodo. Back on Ninetales. So my next attack I'll be doing 70 damage with Fire Main. Okay, Pokemon Thankle. Get some basics on the bench. Oh, he's going to discard it. Oh no, he didn't. I thought he could have discarded the card that he just attached to it, do 40 more damage, and he would have knocked Ninetales out, but he chose not to do that. Strange. Anyway, second score bunny in a Raboot. I'm actually gonna. I need to draw more cards, so I'm gonna actually swap back to Sudowoodo. Oh, he's actually quitting. I don't know why he's done that. Oh, Unbroken Bond's back. Right, so we're going to do another match because I want to see a decent match of this one. So you get the idea of how whether you want to invest in buying this deck or if you want to choose a different one. But to be honest, as long as you keep winning matches and getting points, you can just get all three in the end anyways. Right, so we have the advantage. This is a Unified Minds Dragonite deck I'm against. Okay, good flip. I managed to get the right one, and I believe the computer has sped up and it's now going fine. We've actually got Cinderace in the hand already. We have Wooloo in the hand, and we've got two Score Bunnies, so I'm going to put one of them there. Trampa's not a bad card, but yeah, he didn't have discarding cards when you attack, so it's a bit of a risk to get that one. Okay, he's choosing his starter. Put Tramp around as well, why not? He's got 130 HP, so he's quite good for a defender one. When I say defender Pokemon, I mean if you're like losing and you need to like draw cards, draw NG cards, or draw a card you need to win. By putting on what I call defender Pokemon, they're ones with high HP and are going to be hard to knock out on more than one hit. Makes you last a few more turns before he takes another prize card. And that's then switching you back. Okay, so we've got nothing, we'll draw nothing, so that's actually quite cool because it means we can shuffle the deck and hopefully draw something that we do need. It's the reason why I've attached it to Wooloo. It's basically because its second attack is 50 damage, which for a basic Pokemon is quite good. And this is a Cinderace that we need to get on the bench to flip a coin if Tails discard 2 energies from this Pokemon. So that's not great, but only 1 energy attached to fire energy from discard out of this Pokemon. So, just like before, he's using what we would have done for Sudowoodo, but he doesn't need actually any NG cards to use it, so he can draw 2 cards. But Kid, very good card. Basically lets us search for any Pokemon, so we're going to go for a Raboot. And then this time I'm going to attach the energy card to Squall Bunny. We're going to attack. Now he's weak against fighting types. We do have fighting types in this deck, but I think it's just Sudowoodo, I believe. Of course, the dragon types are always weak against fairy types. Okay, so he's swapping for a different Pokemon now. Dragonite with Hurricane Charge. 170 damage that attack. Which is exactly what he needs to knock out Cinderace. So I'm hoping to draw a Professor card so I can draw 7 more cards in hand. I wanted to discard any because I've got Cinderace that I'm going to evolve first before I'll use it, if I draw it. Didn't get it, got all the rods instead. But we'll evolve into Cinderace and we'll attack. Don't have anything in the discard pile though, so we can't attach another energy card. But we do have Cinderace on the field, so we'll see how that goes. One more attack and it will knock Grimer out, but we'll see what he's done on this turn before that happens. Because if you look on these two do work well together. Thunderous on the bench. Attacks do 20 damage each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And obviously this one, its attack does 40 damage to one of your bench to one of your bench Pokemon. If Tornadus is on the bench, its attack does 50 more damage. So you can play them off each other, make their attack stronger, or attack the bench. But you need a few attacks because on these new Sword and Shield cards, the basic HP is a lot higher than what they used to be. So 70 instead of 60 basically. You've got 130 instead of 120. It's kind of gone up by 10 and everything. So if you look back on the Sword and the Sun and Moon, they're mostly like 120, 120, 60. That's how much HP they usually go for on them ones, but 100. But on these ones, you've got 70 for a basic one, 70 for another basic one, and then 130 on a slightly better basic one, which would have been originally 120. So everything's gone up. Obviously, on the VMAX cards, they're like 300, 300 plus on some of them. So you do need, obviously, the rest of them have gone up as well. So there's no reason to change. So I'm just going to attack and Grimer, knock it out, and hopefully we'll get something good out of the price cards. Fire Energy, not too bad. Because we do need to charge it up, get that Bright Flame card. Because even if you don't manage to get it heads when you flip it, you discard 2. On your next attack, you would attack with Flame Claw, attach an energy card from what you just discarded, and if you had one in your hand, you would then instantly back with the second turn. You only miss out 1 turn. So that's not actually too bad as long as you've got an energy card in your hand and in a discard pile. See what he's doing. Has Faz 62426. Has Faz. Alright, so it looks like he's going to probably attack the bench if he uses this. 80 damage. And also does 20 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon because he has a Thunderous on his bench as well. Now hopefully when I get up to 3 energy cards, I'm going to hopefully get a heads swap for his Dragonite and then knock it out before he gets a chance of power it up. But for now, we're going to go with 1 more, so he actually would be 1 point off knocking me out. Because it'll only be 160, so hopefully on my next turn I can get a heads, knock him out, and draw something good. definitely do need to draw something good, because as soon as Cinderace has been knocked out, I've pretty much got nothing else to go fall back on. Obviously the Scrub Bunny has nothing on it. Wooloo, 50 damage, yes, but it's not powered up yet. And that's got 80 damage left as well, so it's not great. And even if I do manage to swap it and get Dragonite in the field, he'll just put Thundurus back, so I need to knock out Thundurus first. And even then, he'll probably put Tornadus first, and then he'll probably put Thundurus on afterwards, which will only need 10 to knock Cinderace out. So either way, Cinderace is going to get knocked out before I got a chance to use it against Dragonite. So to be honest, I would like a Dubwool on the next draw, so I can evolve Wooloo into Dubwool, and then I might still have a chance of coming back. Or, like I said before, use what I call a defender Pokemon, so I might put Darker in, and hopefully he'll take a couple of hits before he gets knocked out. So, Fire Energy, the Cinderace, so that's enough, and then it doesn't really matter because Cinderace is going to be knocked out on its next turn. Fire NG, so a little bit late on these Fire NGs. I should have had them a couple of turns ago and wouldn't have had as much damage on Cinderace. It doesn't really matter what Pokemon he puts in. Oh, that's a interesting choice. Why does he put him up? Maybe he doesn't have any NG cards in his hand. Because at the minute none of these can attack. This one needs one more NG cards. That's the one I would have put on. Lando needs 2. Dragonite needs 2. So why did you put Lantern on? In this case, we might have had a shot. I think he's made a mistake. What is he doing? Oh, he's gonna switch card, that's why. Right, so yeah, anyways, I don't know what he was doing there. I'm just gonna go with Trampa for now. Ordinary Rod. Basically, I'm gonna put. Actually, no, I'm gonna put Raboot and Cinderace back in the deck. I'm also gonna put a couple of energy cards back in as well. That's a shuffle. Shuffle. I'm actually going to use this to. Oh, it didn't work. I was going to use it to swap it to a Pokemon that didn't have any NG cards, so that you would. I was going to swap back to Lantern and would have had to delay him a bit, but didn't get that chance. Let's go with Dubwool. Well, hopefully it will be Dubwool soon. Right, so now he's Dragonite. Thunderous. Yeah, Tornadorous, so I was going to mix up. So it looks like he's going to attack the bench again, but still, because he's got 70 HP, he will be all knocked out the next turn, so I need to do something. Oh, that's not good. I've lost. Can't do anything. It's just... Come on, just attack. You'll knock out all three of them in one hit. Just do it. I hate when the people know they're going to win, but they start doing all these extra moves that just waste my time to waste their time, which is no point doing it, just attack. So he's doing airmail, he's doing this, he's doing that. All he needs to do is attack. You'll knock him out, you'll knock him out, you'll knock him out. But he's doing all this instead. It's the only way, only time you can see is when people take the mic and just do that. Like, all you gotta do is just do the attack. You've won. You've already won. Why bother messing about? No point, right? So that was the Cinderace one. It is alright, but to be honest, the Rillaboom deck is, in my opinion, better than the Cinderace one. Same again, we'll do two matches just so we get a decent one out of it. If the first one's a good match, then we'll just go straight on to the last deck. But for now, we're going to try and do at least one match all the way through, and hopefully we'll win this one. So we lost the flip this time, so we're going to go second. But of course, going second means you can use a supporter card in the first turn, which is not a bad shout, considering we've got a Pokekid in the hand. So that's a good card. This is also a really good card. So it's got 2 attacks, 60 and 20. So flip 2 coins, 60 damage for each one, and then 20 damage for the first one. But so, and it, again, 110 HP, so higher HP than usual. Alright, so I'm going to attach an energy card, 2 more cactus, and we're going to search for Thwacky. And then we'll quickly and get the Great Ball on the go, which can then, we might as well get Whimsicott. Hopefully we'll get at least 1 heads and knock out this and roll it. And a Snorlax. Now this is really good. So it's got 2 attacks, 80 and 130. You don't have to discard anything. You just need 4 energy cards to do it. The treat is enormous though. 4 cards to retreat on it, but You really want it was quite a good one once it's powered up, especially when you get the effects of some of these cards. So you've got Whimsicott, shuffle their active Pokemon in the deck, so that's a really good one. So if you're in a struggle and you got that, but you need one energy card, then you can actually reset them by knocking their card back in the deck. And if they've only got the one Pokemon in play and you use this and it's heads, it gets shuffled back in the deck, they've no longer got any Pokemon in play, then I believe that should win you the match. Because it doesn't say anything about only if there's a bench Pokemon take its place. A lot of times there's been cards like that where it's like shuffle the card back in the deck, but it saves on them only if there's a Pokemon on the bench that can then become the active Pokemon, but this one doesn't say that. So I believe if there's only one in play and you do that and you do get heads, then you should win the match. Alright, so if he doesn't put any bench Pokemon on, I'm going to actually try out that Fury. I'm going to retreat, use Whimsicott, and then see if it works. Okay, don't put any bench Pokemon on. Okay, he's done that, so I'm going to retreat and I'm going to see if it actually works. Will or won't, I don't know. Just for the laugh, I'm going to try and do it. Hopefully we'll get heads, otherwise there's absolutely no point in doing this. Oh, we've got tails, no! Oh, if only we had heads then I would have seen if it would work. It should have worked. Let me use the attack, so if it will work, we'll try again. Touch that there. We'll just do this just in case we get tails. We'll do it. Pop. Ooh, Willaboo. Alright, let's try it again. Oh, tails again. Really? Don't think we'll get a third chance at doing it. Yeah, he's put a bench Pokemon on. Oh no, we'll put some basic energy cards back into the deck. Maybe it'll work this time, maybe it won't. So it goes into the deck, gets shuffled in there, but he's got his Ralts. He's got his Ralts to use on his next turn, so he's revolved it into Kalaya. We'll have a shot. Oh, he's going to draw some cards. He'll probably get a basic Pokemon to put on the bench now. No, he's not. Hasn't it? Right. Hopefully this time it'll work. Get our heads. Does it mean you win? Oh, come on. Just retreat and use Snorlax and won then. I've been trying to do it this way. If I end up losing, it's only my own fault because I could have won there. I could have just retreated, used Snorlax's rule and attack and I would have won. Oh well. Alright. Doesn't really matter if I draw him the first time, as long as he's got his 1 damage out. I'm actually going to go with Eldegoss, basically because its attack lets me put energy cards on my bench Pokemon, so I'm going to choose Rillaboom. And there's the post. Alright, so we've got Rillaboom. He's got 180 attack, so if I draw another energy card, fantastic. If not, the other one's also 90, so we're going to go with this. And we're going to... It attacks the bench as well as the active Pokemon. And he's also got 190. He's also got 190 HP. Use these escape ropes, so we're going to go back to Snorlax. Oh, we draw an energy card. Yep, we did. First, I don't need attach it to him because his 80 attack is enough since it's knocked out. Come on! If you're going slow. Come on! Since it's already been already got 10 damage on it and Snorlax attacks 80. It's enough to knock it out, so there's no point putting the energy card on it to use the heavy attack. Because I need the energy card for Rillaboom to knock out this last one. The more energy cards he puts on, the more powerful it becomes. It's quick because I was going to win there anyway, so that's one with Rillaboom. You can see how good it is. You use basically Eldegoss to power up any Pokemon that it is that you want. And you use the other one to what's it called? You use Whimsicott if you want to try and do that thing that I try to do, try and get it back in the deck. And also, before Eldegoss evolves, you can use the Call of Flammy effect to get your basics onto the bench as well. So it is really good. That was quite a good match. It was going to be quite a quick match as well, but we'll go on to the last one. So we're going to go on to the final one, which of course is the Inteleon Sobble deck, which is just full of water types. There's nothing else in it except water types. So you've got no colourless or any other types in it. It's all water. Okay, so we're going up against the Charizard deck. So it should be interesting. So a little freaky looking Sobble coin there. He always looks terrified. Don't know why, but okay. So the good ones in here is Kingler, definitely Kingler. So you discard cards from the deck, and it only takes one energy card to attack with it. 130 HP, again 10 more than what you would normally get because it's all from the new set. So we're going to go with, we'll go in the hand. We've actually got a Drizzle in the hand, so we're going to go with Sobble. Tootle and Dreadnought on this deck are really good as well. So I can't use Hop because I'm going first. So I'm going to attach it on to Krabby, end the turn, and on the next turn I'll be able to evolve into Kingler, attack with Kingler, also be able to evolve Drizzle, evolve into Drizzle, and draw more cards with Hop, and then we'll see whatever card we'll draw and we'll decide whether we use that or not. We're using Call of Family, Nidoran to get Charmander on the bench, of course. Alright, so that's quite good because we've actually drew Proto Kid, so we'll be able to get Inteleon, or however it's pronounced, on the next turn. So I'm going to power up Drizzle, attack with Kingler, see what card gets discarded. It's a Farfetch, so there wasn't too much on him, so probably helped him actually. He's powering up his Farfetch, using Cynthia to get a new hand. There's the Dreadnought I was talking about. So actually going to oh, I'm busy. Next up, go away. Come on, yeah. You're coming up. Okay, come on. There we go. There it is, come on. I'm gonna help, are you? I'm gonna help. There you go. Okay, so I won this one. Oh. I think I know by mistake, but it is still good to go second, because it means you can use your supporter card. So we're gonna go Choodle. And hopefully we'll get a Dreadnought with the Great Ball or Hop. If we don't, we'll just get a new hand with the Professor's Research. Right, so against another Dragonite deck, so it seems to be quite popular at the moment. We're going to go with Great Ball first to see if we can get it. Didn't, but we're going to go Krabby to get another basic on the bench, because you always need to have something on the bench. Because if you don't, you're going to struggle a bit, because you'll not be able to have a second Pokemon. But we're going to end that. See what happens in the next turn. Hopefully I'll draw Dreadnought. If I don't, I'm actually going to use Professor's Research to get a new hand. Excuse me. Didn't get it. We did get 2 Great Balls, so we got. Oh, Inteleon, we might as well get him on. Oops, I'm thinking we've still got one on the bench, but we don't. Oh, it's going slow again. Right. Okay, we've got a Sobble there though, so we'll get Sobble on the bench. And we'll just attack. And hopefully we'll still have Choodle on the next turn, and we'll use the Proto Kid to get the Dreadnought. And then we'll knock out Grimer. We'll get the upper hand hopefully before he powers up anything, because basically you want to get your stuff evolved, powered up before the other opponent does, get a good advantage. Obviously when you go against this deck, Thundurus and Tornadus is the two that they use as a combo. Use Pidgey and Pidgeotto to get liver cards in the field. Oh, we've got 2 Proto Kids, so we're going to use one this turn to get Dreadnought. And we'll use the second one next turn to get Drizzle. This is really good, especially when you go against Pokemon that have got high retreat cost, because it does an extra 30 damage for every star in the retreat cost. So when we go up against this Dragonite, I think Dragonite's got about 3 or 4. Thunder's only got one, but we're gonna use the jaw lock card attack to knock it out in its first turn. We are weak against lightning though, so when he attacks here, if he manages to get tornadoes on the bench, we're actually going to be knocked out. We didn't manage to do that. He also didn't manage to get another energy card on it. So, whoa, go back. Right, drizzle. Fourth energy card on the Dreadnought, and then we'll attack, knock it out. And then he's definitely going to knock out Dreadnought. We're all weak against lightning, so once we get rid of Lantern, hopefully we will be able to come back from this, but at the minute we're going to be struggling a little bit, but discard my card. Right, so all I'm going to do is power up Intellion. I'm also going to get two go back on the bench to get the second Dreadnought, just in case we need it. Ordinary Rod, I'm going to put NG cards back in. I don't need to put anything else back in, but there isn't many NG cards in the deck since there was 7 in the discard pile. I put 2 of them back in, so I've got a better chance of drawing one on my next turn. And then hopefully by discarding the NG cards from it, it'll not be able to do the next one. But it does have 110 HP. It only has 100 attack. So what I'm also going to try and do is, well, I was going to say I'll try and I should have put. I've got an idea. I'm going to sacrifice a Krabby. Oh, he's got another Lantern there. That's just unfortunate. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get Manta in the field. If I don't draw an NG card, I'm going to use NG switch to get it, and I'm going to use its attack. Oh, we did get it. Anyways, actually, I'm going to do this. I'll put that on him. I'm going to swap that. So I'm going to get 3 other NG cards with its water reserve attack from my deck into my hand. So I'm basically trying to get Dreadnought back on powered up, so I'm going to use Intellion next. Basically, but even if I do that, he still needs 3 NG cards to attack, so 30 more defense. So he's but he's got another one lying in wait. Okay, so his attack 70, but he can discard all cards. So if he attacks with this one, okay, he's switching. Switching the Dragon Knight. Right. Probably lost, but we'll see what happens. Nope, didn't do anything. All he's basically got to do is attack and he won. Alright, so that's basically the all three of the new starter theme decks. So like I say, my favourite was Rillaboom. Oh, was the Rillaboom deck. Basically because I think it's the easiest one to use. It has the Snorlax in it, it has the Whimsicott, and even the Eldegoss and Gossifleur. They're all like help you. Then once you get Rillaboom on the field, it's 180 attack. Obviously you only use it once, and then you can't use it the next turn. But then its other attack's 90 anyway, so it's a really good card, especially in the theme format. So this is definitely the one I think you should get if you are choosing between the three. It also has Gear 3.0, which is good. You've got 4 hop cards, so you're always drawing cards. You've got 4 hop cards, 4 Professor Research cards, 2 Proto Kids, so you can basically it's really quick to get the Pokemon that you want. And then by using Eldegoss's first attack, Blessing of Fluff, you get the 3 energy cards, and you can put on any Pokemon. You can put on all 3, or you can spread them out. It's up to you, depending on the situation. But anyway, that's the one that I think is the best. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.